guys, my name is John Sabosla, and today I want to talk a little bit about Maestro for Flutter testing and my experience with it, because it seems that nobody within the Flutter community uses Maestro. So I'm going to give a little bit overview about how it works and how we can use it with our Flutter apps. For now, with Flutter, it only supports Android and iOS. I don't think that they are going to support Flutter Web, but well, for me and for my production applications, that is more than enough because it has so many features that I'm going to show you right now. So the first thing that we can do is install it either on macOS, Windows, and Linux. Haven't tried Linux yet. On macOS, it works like a charm. On Windows, you will need to use the Linux subsystem, and I haven't made it work there yet. So I don't know. I don't like to use it on Windows. I'd just rather use it on macOS. The next thing that I'm going to talk about, specifically about Flutter, is how you can interact with Flutter itself. So the first thing that you will need to know is that in order to interact from with Maestro to Flutter, you will need to use the semantics and you will assign a label. Once you assign the label, you can tap on the element like so. You a dot and then a star, then add the semantic label that you assign to it, and well, then you can either assert that it's visible, not visible, you can tap on it, many things. All right, it's the most important thing to know about how you can communicate with Flutter with Maestro. So next up that I would like to talk about is the commands. So here they are, all of them. As you can see, there are many of them, and with all of these you can basically do everything that you will need to do with Maestro. One of the things that I would like to point out about Maestro is that they have the Maestro Cloud. That is this cloud where you can send your flows and your applications to complete the tests in a brand new booted device. It can be Android or iOS. So as you can see right now, I have at least, that is, how many flows? 35 different flows. Well, many of them were failing. I didn't have in the consideration many things. So for example, one of the things that I also like about Maestro is that they will show to you the step-by-step that the command line is actually doing. It'll show you a video of it and where it did actually break. Oh, I didn't know that you can tap on it and it will go to the whatever you need to go. So that's it. That's a really important feature that I really liked, because you would like to know where your application is actually breaking, don't you? There's also this timeout limit that the flows can run more than 7 or 10 minutes. I don't remember actually. So, well, this one lasted for 7 minutes and 39 seconds. That is actually a lot. And well, one of the drawbacks that I see about the cloud is that it's extremely expensive. Well, at least for us living in third world countries, we don't have that many dollars. I would like to show you a very specific one that is about the profile. It's not working. It didn't complete, unfortunately. But let's see why it didn't complete. All right, it taps on the button to take from gallery, and as you can see, it will show the Android thing, but because I didn't have any pictures in it, it couldn't take the picture. So, but as you can see, I wanted to tap on the first element that was a thumbnail, but it fell. What else we can do with Maestro? Well, we can of course tap on anything. We can open many other applications, we can dismiss notifications, we can allow access. And definitely, let me tell you that one of the most amazing features that Maestro has for you is the Maestro Studio. So if we run the command Maestro Studio, is going to launch a web page here on our local host that is gonna display everything that is on your current simulator or device connected to Maestro. And here you can tap on the things, you can know how to tap on the things, you can copy the code, you can play it as well. So it's gonna tap on it actually on the device. Here it went to it. So this is the most amazing thing that you can use. So you don't have to look for everything on your application. Like, it will tell you how to do it. And this, to be honest, was a game changer for me, because not only you can tap on the things that is in your application, you can also tap on anything on the device itself. So for example, if I had to open Gmail, I can just tap on Gmail. It's gonna tell me how to do so, and it's gonna actually do it. Here, it did it. That's amazing. One of the things that I learned about Maestro while doing my flows is that, well, first of all, is the way and how I organize them. First, I will just put the name on what it does in the file, so I can, just take a look at it very quickly. Let's say that the flow playlist 103 failed. I just go and look at it. I do not know. I don't remember what exactly the 103 does. It says that change the name of the playlist since the, well, that's a very complicated flow, but I wouldn't like to just go and say, what is the name of my flow? I don't remember, so I'm just going to put them in a generic name. And because with Maestro you can place a name inside the flow itself, like this, that is going to be displayed on the console. This actually doesn't matter. It's gonna tell you anyway which one is being displayed. So here we have all the commands that I have for this specific example. I'm going to go step by step on what it does and what it helps me to achieve. So the first thing that I have to do is wait for animation to end, and it has a really big timeout. This is because I'm running the flows on my machine, on my Mac, and they're being run one after the other. And I don't know why, but sometimes the Flutter application gets extremely slow, and it on the splash screen takes a lot of time. But that is because I'm doing my flows. I don't know why, but if somebody knows why that might be happening, I would like to know. So it stays a long time in the splash screen, just, I don't know, connecting to the Flutter, whatever. Anyways, and then after the splash screen has done settling, and I run this util that is here. It's to home util. Let's go here, and well, this actually runs three different flows. This is the startup util. This one awaits for some information to load. This will sign in with an email and password, and well, this will be run just in case that the profile page was open. I don't know why it's here. It shouldn't be there because it never will be triggered, because the flows are being run one after the other from a completely empty state within the Flutter application. So next step, because I will need to change the name of the playlist, what I do is I delete all the current playlist, then I go to the menu, I create a new playlist, I just fill in some random name, and then I follow the flow to open the playlist name, and to change it I delete the current text, I just enter another random text, I save the changes, and well, I haven't found a way to easily do this because it has some kind of bugs, you know how Flutter is with text fields, so please do not blame this on a Maestro, although it's actually a Maestro, but it's just technology. I will delete the name that I had before, and then I will place this very specific name that it's called new name, and I save the changes, and of course it should be visible on the screen after it changes the name. So this is a very specific flow that if it breaks, it's gonna tell me, hey, your users now are not able to change the names of the playlist. What's going on? Go take a look at it. So as you can see, it's not only that if one flow breaks, it might be too many things going on under the hood. It could be that the to home util broke. It could be that the delayed all playlist util broke. It could be even this one. So one of the amazing things about this Maestro toolkit is that it's gonna tell you, hey, I broke here, and of course, as I was saying before, I usually run my flows on my machine. So after I finish my shift, just for now, I run the flows locally on my machine. So for example, if I wanted to run all of the flows that I have here, I would tap into my command line, Maestro test, the folder where all my tests are located, that is here, Maestro test. This is the folder, as you can see here. I also have some assets that I can enter into, that I can transfer to the device while the application is being while the flow is being executed. So, and that one is actually being used in one of these flows from here. Yeah, change the picture from gallery. As you can see, it's gonna call this specific command that is called add media, and it's gonna add this image to the emulator that it's currently running on. And as you can see here is the Maestro running. It's trying to complete um, playing a meditation. So, oh, it's actually trying to play a random meditation, I think. Yeah, as you can see, it's showing where it's scrolling through. It will show where it tap. Okay. Mhm. There we go. So the flow here basically ends when the video player is visible because the video player is wrapped within a semantics level. The video player widget will only be shown if the video player has loaded. We cannot place a video widget with the null controller, so or if it's not initialized. So that's what it's actually doing. That's really amazing because it actually allows me to know if the video was actually played. So here it's doing some other the playlist thing. Right now I must be checking and deleting all the current playlists there are, but since there are none, it's just waiting for it. So as you can see, it's not showing the step by step because doing all of the flows at the same time. However, what I can do, or I can just run one test at a time. Let me check. I can just say profile 10. Oh, it's profile what? Two. I don't know why it's called that way. Bro, I made a mistake. It shouldn't be called that way. Well, and as you can see here, it's gonna show to me the step by step of what it's actually doing. There's also one of the other things that we can do within the configuration of Maestro, and that is to set up a notification when the flows were completed within the Maestro cloud that I told you before that don't use, but I think that is a really neat, thing to do. After all your flows were completed, just send an email to your teammates. Oh, well, not to your teammates. We wouldn't like to do that, just to yourself. Hey, your flows are being broken here and here. Here you can exclude the tags that you wouldn't like to use. For example, the utils. They are just tools that I use to complete my main flows. And the flows are actually located in the test folder. Well, what else do I have here? Well, with this command, you can just upload your APK release with a very specific flow to be run in the Maestro cloud. Here you can also exclude tags that you don't want to run within the Maestro cloud. Of course, you can run this as well, or within your. Oh, take a look. It actually finished. You see, profile picture changes notification is visible. It said, hey, the notification that the picture was changed is visible. So the flow was completed, bro. So that's about it. I hope that this video was really informative for you. And if you have any questions about how to use Maestro with Flutter, just let me know. I'll be more than glad to spread the awareness that this tool exists and that it's working with Flutter very well. So that's about it. See you later.